I never believed in the supernatural. Not ghosts, not curses, not haunted objects. I grew up with the certainty that everything had a logical explanation. That was before I found the clock. My grandfather's house was one of those old structures that felt torn out of time. Dark wood, narrow hallways, an attic filled with the smell of dust and forgotten things. He died recently, unexpectedly. I offered to clean out the place before it was sold. Not out of affection. We were never close. He was a cold, distant man, always hiding something behind those glassy eyes. The attic was his domain. No one ever went up there. I entered for the first time after his death. Among moldy books, broken furniture, and yellowed photographs, I found a tall object covered with a thick cloth. When I pulled it off, I saw a grandfather clock, tall, imposing, made of black carved with strange symbols that twisted like roots or serpents. No brand, no signature. But what really disturbed me wasn't the look. It was the motion. The hands of the clock were moving backward. I thought it was a mechanical fault, an old quirk, but it fascinated me. I brought it downstairs and hung it in the living room. That night, I slept surprisingly well, despite the steady tick-tick echoing through the house. The next morning, something was wrong. There were no texts from Anna. We'd been dating for 3 months and talked every day. Nothing. No calls, no messages, not even a contact on my phone. I checked everything, my social media, my photos. She was gone, like she'd never existed. I tried calling her. The number was disconnected. I thought I was losing it. But the memories were still vivid. Her voice, her laugh, the way she squeezed my hand when she was nervous. Everything was in my mind, but not in the world. That night, I sat staring at the clock. The hands kept turning backward, slow and steady. And the pendulum, I hadn't noticed before, had changed color. It was darker now, wetter, like it was aging or regressing. I dreamt of my grandfather that night. We were in his house, but it looked decades younger. He looked younger too. He said, "You shouldn't have moved it. You shouldn't have brought it here. The clock doesn't forgive. It collects." I asked him what that meant. Every minute it ticks backward. It takes something, a memory, a person, a part of you. I woke up in a cold sweat. The clock had ticked back 1 hour and 12 minutes. The next day, I couldn't remember my first grade teacher's name. Just blank. It seemed minor, until I noticed a scar on my knee from a bike accident, as a kid was also gone. I dug out the photo from that birthday. The image was faded, and my figure in it blurred, like I didn't belong. From then on, it accelerated. Each day, the clock went further back. And with every tick, I lost something. A childhood friend, a university memory. One day, my diploma disappeared from the wall. Then a cousin stopped replying. I called. His number had never existed. People were vanishing from my life. And slowly, so was I. I tried to destroy the clock. Hammer, knife, fire. Nothing worked. The wood wouldn't crack. The carving seemed to move if you stared too long. One night, I heard whispering from inside the pendulum. Voices speaking in a language I didn't understand. I went into town for help. No one remembered my grandfather. Not even the notary who signed his will. I looked up the property. It had been abandoned since 1932. My grandfather was born in 1931. Now I know what's coming. The clock reads 2:19. Though the real time is almost 7 p.m., the gap is growing. This morning, I looked in the mirror and saw a child, maybe 10 years old. He looked like me. He smiled, but I wasn't smiling. I'm writing this on paper, not digitally, in hopes that something physical will survive when I don't. Because when the clock reaches the moment I was born, I believe it will erase me completely, just like it did to everyone else. If you ever find this clock, don't touch it. Don't wind it. Don't hang it, because it isn't just a clock. It's a collector of time, and always takes back what it's owed.